Good morning, everybody. It is 12:03 on the standard time, daylight time, whatever time it is we are here. In Indiana, it's 12:04. I started right on time this afternoon. We have over in the chat room. I was trying to figure out how I could get Bill to see what his camera's doing. Tony Wallow was first at 11:10. I got up about 10:30 this morning, and I wasn't really going to do much. And then I got a message from Doug saying something to the effect of no show today due to I'm lazy. I don't want to do anything today. It's Monday. Now he said heads up, no show today for me due to the workload. So uh, if I get notification in time, I will fill in and help Doug out, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to not show Zoom. Maybe. Oh wait, do I have a camera? Oh my gosh, it's Monday morning. Yes, I have a camera. And yes, my shirt, which is blue, shows up as being black. And yes, Bill, if you're watching the stream, you can see. Now, I seriously don't know. Richie Rich Rogers, are the only two cameras that do this. I don't know if it's my system or your guys's, but you two are the only two that ever do this. It's really weird. Usually it does it in the breakout room too, by the way. I don't know why it's doing it here now. So I'm going to jump back over to Brian Lightfoot was second. He says, good afternoon, or afternoon. How far forward did you set your clocks yesterday? Tony said a mile. John Williams is in chat. Ghetto Fortnite dropped by to say hi. Hello, Ghetto. It was intentionally, excuse me, it was intentionally scheduled for 12:04. Because as we know, our gracious normal host never starts on time, and he usually starts and he's got anywhere from
Mrs. K.
3 to 4 or 5 seconds of silence, and then his audio always comes in mid-sentence. I haven't perfected that yet. I am working on it. Alice stops by and says hello. Ghetto says hello to Brian and myself. Tell my ninth cousin I said hello, and the preferred wife says hello. She's in the kitchen doing whatever she's doing. No, today there's no golf. Today is, I'm going to do some work around the house, and Mrs. K has to work, so no golf today. You know, I don't think I can sneak in 9 after dropping her off, but I am playing tomorrow at noon. So if Doug were to cancel tomorrow's show, I will not be covering for Doug because I am playing golf at noon. Bobby Warren is in chat. Haven't seen him in a while. Hello, Bobby. Exclamation. Oh, that's Mrs. K, I believe.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
CD is now let's go out to the lobby. I'm going to have to look into that. I may have to just shut speaker box down. I have no idea what I was going to do today. I really still have no idea what I was going to do today. I thought about, and by the way, if you can hear me on, Bill, you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can.
Oh, Bill, you've changed your voice. Bloody hell, that's a good imitation. Something's wrong with my eBay. My eBay's fine. As far as I know, and I'm live, Bill's camera is showing up as blinking in and blinking out, and blinking in and blinking out. Thank you, Tony. Might need to reboot my camera. This is me right here. My camera, me. I'm Ken Stout, your host. Not Doug Betts. Ken Stout. Not Doug Stout. Not Doug Betts. Not Ken Betts. Yeah, his and Rich's is the only two that do that. Now, I probably can do this, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I know how I can take care of this. I can go over to here, and then I can go over to, I believe, here. You guys should be seeing now on YouTube. You should be seeing a DaVinci Untitled Project. Now let me verify that by me jumping back over there. Yes, you can. So this is something I'm currently working on over in DaVinci for a short, obviously, because it's in the short format. Now you're seeing OBS. So what I can't do is show that here because Why is OBS showing? Why did it jump from there to there?
Boy, this is right up Doug's alley, is it not?
Echo, echo. Okay, see if there's an echo now. Now that's kind of weird that when it goes back to the main zoom for some reason, it goes back to that. Yeah. Is there an echo now, Brian? But what's really weird is, okay, so it was only echoing a while ago. Interesting. Why was that echoing? All right, so if I go back to DaVinci and I change the DaVinci.
John Williams said subscribe.
If I change it to this, now I can't see. Now I can see chat. I brought up Mozilla. Echo only when I went to. I didn't go to OBS. That was what was weird is, unless this scene is set up to run for a specific amount of time, which it's not. I don't know 100% why, unless I may have clicked on the wrong button, which is a good possibility. I meant DaVinci, not OBS. So is there an echo right now? Because I'm back showing DaVinci. And if it echoed out a moment ago, then it should be echoing right now. And while you're determining if there's an echo or not, I'm actually going to go up here. Oh, good. I can't get into DaVinci. Wonderful. So now I've got to take and hope that this untitled project will be okay. That's the bad thing about this streamer machine. It's great for streaming. Sucks for DaVinci. And I think I've just about got myself convinced I'm going to go ahead and bring in my DaVinci machine later this afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead and close out DaVinci because I have to do it this way because DaVinci is not responding any other way. So DaVinci resolve and end the task. And yes, I do want to save it. No, I guess I don't want to save it. Doggone, that's okay. It's pretty simple to fix that. So now, what's this going to do now? That's going to, now maybe it's going to echo because it's going, why does it jump back to there? That's crazy weird. And we'll see who joined us over in Zoom, which is not Doug and Bill, because that's a recording. Again, I don't know why it's doing that. And Ghetto with his lovely haircut. I mean, did you lose your comb? My goodness. Hello, Ghetto. Can't hear Ghetto.
What up?
There's Ghetto. Ghetto and his infamous, what's up? Well, the sun, the stars, the moon. I'm awake. You're headed home at 12:12 already? Or did you go to work today?
I'm up. I'm just waiting to go back to work.
Oh, waiting to go. Oh, you're at lunch break? You went to McDonald's?
Yeah, I'm at one place.
All right. Yeah.
They don't let us go out, so we have to do.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, I'm going to try this again and see what happens. So we're going to go back over here to this screen. And you should be seeing on YouTube, you should be seeing DaVinci Resolve. So good. It looks like it may have saved it right there because it does say Untitled Project. So I'm going to open that real quick. And if that opens up on the wrong screen, which it did, or it's trying to, this has got me baffled. I don't know why that's doing. Oh, yes, I do know why it's doing that. So let's bring this back over here. And then, yes, this is good. And I just want to, I'm going to try something here. This isn't what I intended, but then again, this is the Doug Stout Show, so what do you expect? I want to add an effect, a video transition between these two reels right here, or these two clips right here. Both of them were shot vertically, and I've got this set up to be a YouTube short. And I'm just going to add a blur dissolve. I'm going to drag that down here, and you'll see on here, I hear an echo from somewhere. I'm not sure where. I can't. I'm not on Zoom, so I have no idea where.
Somebody check your audio, make sure your mic's not hot, please. You can see that it will put it at the beginning of the, or at the end of this, but it won't put it over here. So how do you resolve that problem? Well, you would think you would stretch these out and make them longer, but that's not accurate. That's not right. What you do is you come in here and you separate them, and I know I'm not the echo, but it's showing me being the echo. Who's got a hot? Bill's muted, Darren's muted. It's ghetto. That problem's solved. So you would think you would come in here back to this. You'd think you'd come in here and stretch this out a little longer, but you don't. What you actually do is you reduce it. And you always do both clips. So I'm going to take this down a little bit right to there. And I'm going to take this one down a little bit right to there. Then we're going to put this back together. We're going to grab the blur dissolve again. We're going to drag it down. And now you can see, you can put the blur dissolve in between the two clips. And if I were to, I think I can do this. No, I can't make this any bigger. But you can see right here, you can make it, you can put the effect in there. Now, if you're real good at this, which I am not, you can click on the effect, grab the effect, and you guys thought I was kidding when I said I was not. You can grab the effect and drag it in and out, but that's about as far as it's going to go, I think. Yeah, that's maxed out. So now when you play this, we'll just play it from right here. Then you get the blur effect, and that's a little quick. So you can scan through it, scrub through it, whatever you want to call it, or you can play it, and it's too quick. So if we reduce this a little bit, and again, this isn't what I was wanting to do. Let's reduce it down to barely nothing. Does it get faster or slower? About the same.
Power drink.
Yeah, this is going to come out. I'm not going to spoil it. So let's go over here to the Home tab. Let's close this one out so I can open another project. And I'm going to open this one. This is what I kind of thought I would do this morning. Now, I forgot to bring back my mod. There we go. Yeah, I am now looking at Mozilla so I can monitor chat. The last person was John Williams, put in a 5 minutes ago a chat command, speaker box command. So what this is, this was the trailer from last night. And you will see this is all that's in that trailer. This is one video. This is the second video. This is Doug's picture. Well, actually, it's a video. And this is Doug's picture. That was sent to me by John Williams, by the way. Thank you, John. And we'll close the media pool. You don't have to close the media pool. It's just what I like to do because it gives me bigger space to work with. If I have this open, this just crunches this down. You can also close the inspector, gives you more space. Close the medium pool, gives you more space. Media, not medium. However, if you're going to do anything in here, you have to have the inspector open in order to do anything. For example, if I wanted to work with Doug's picture and I wanted to make Doug extremely large, then I put the playhead over Doug, make sure he's highlighted, and then we can make Doug like, we can say Doug has a big head. To get it back, you just double click it and puts it back to normal. As you guys know, or as most of you know, this is like Photoshop and a couple other things. I've been told that whatever's on the top of, well, except for Power Director. Power Director is the exact opposite, I do believe. And Brian can confirm that for me over in chat. I think Power Director is the exact opposite. I think it picks up the bottom track as the predominant track. In other words, if this was Power Director, instead of seeing a Doug thing, you would see Sergeant Bilko, which would be that right there. And Brian can confirm. He can neither confirm nor deny that. So anyway, this is how I did this. I took all of these right here and combined them into that right there. Now, this wasn't my original thinking. My original notes read, Doug trailer. Number 1, Sergeant Bilko, Steve Martin. So I originally wanted to start out with Steve Martin. Well, I started out with Doug. Yes, Brian confirms that. Power director puts number 1 at the top, but it can be changed. Okay, cool. So Steve Martin was going to be first. Well, as we scrub through this, we see that it was not. It was the original Phil Silver Sergeant Bilko, which was actually going to be fourth on the list, because originally I was going to have, excuse me, I was going to have Steve Martin first, followed by Doug, followed by Phil Silvers. And that didn't happen. Now, why is that weird? Why is this one over here? I don't think I brought that one in. Oh, no, that was left over from the project itself. Because I only brought in... No, that's right. That's right. It got reduced somehow, but that's fine. So if I Control Z this to figure out what happened... Not going to figure out what happened. Oh, there it goes. That's what I'm looking for right there. The keyboard and the mouse and I are still not getting along. So this gives you a little bit of insight of what I do. Now, how did I bring... somebody left Zoom. I'm going to guess it was Ghetto. I'm not watching, so I have no idea. But how did I bring in Steve Martin right here? Well, thank you for asking. Bring the playhead over to here. You highlight what you want. Somebody came back into Zoom, which would be Richie Rich. Now your camera's working, Bill. Did you leave and come back, or did it just fix itself? And Bill's muted, so we'll come back to that in a minute. Back over here, and I find a spot that I want to get Steve Martin. So let's just say I want this spot right here. I'm going to go back using the arrows to about right there. I'm going to make a cut in the video, and then I'm going to go forward to about right a little far there, and I'm going to make a cut. Then I'm going to go back to the arrow. I don't want this, so I'm going to delete it. And I don't want that, so I'm going to delete it. Now, this is kind of hard to work with right here because it's really small. So in order to work with this, what I do is I just come up here and I usually go to, because I can see what I'm working with. You don't have to. If I go back and I make sure I'm on that, go into Fusion, and for the past... I'm going to say 4 or 5 days, I have been adamant about using Fusion to do my masking. While I'm clicked on Media 1, we'll put it up in the second viewer, I hit Shift Space, type in the word Magic Mask, which you only have to put in the first 3 letters, click it, add, and it puts it in the pipeline for you where it needs to be, which is always going to be behind it because that's where it's at. And we're going to click the Magic Mask. We're going to come up here to get zoom out of the way because I need something from over there. We're going to click on the plus, meaning we want to keep that. And we're just going to put a little line through Steve Martin here. Not too bad, except he's going to have a square head. We're going to click on Better. Then we're going to go to the minus, and we're going to take away that little shadow. And then we're going to close this one because it's in. No, we're not. We're going to leave. Well, you can see what it does. it's masking out Steve Martin and everything in the background. Now, my question is that because he is literally not where he's supposed to be? Nope, that's the way it is. That's the true video. If I bring this down, so put that back, go back into Fusion, go to better. This looks pretty good. Now I have to track it because it's a video, so we're going to track it forward and backward because our playhead is in about the middle, and that'll take a second or two or a minute or two, or I don't know, with this machine it might not ever get done. And you see there's some things there that I noticed on the first one. That's pretty quick. So then when we bring this back, and then we'll expand this out. Now I can put anything underneath it. And when that plays, that's how this works. Foreground, background. I'm going to move this. And usually when you move something like this, you really have to go back and retrack it, at least with the color tab. Now I can neither confirm nor deny that's going to work with Magic Mask. I'm going to hit the / key one time, and it's going to replay that for me. And then it'll go back to where it started, which is right there. So this is another advantage for using the Magic Mask. If I were to do this in the color tab, I would have to go back into the color tab and retract what I just did. The Magic Mask, you do not. You can't. Now let's try shrinking Steve. Let's make Steve a little bit smaller. And I've been big on this. This is the transform. You can move it up here, but I like using the transform button, grabbing it, because I can put him anywhere I want. And let's put him right about there. You can also change the size by grabbing the corners or grabbing the, I'll get the wrong one here and rotate. No, you don't want to do that. That's just horrible. But you can do it right here as well. So let's put Steve right down here in this corner, turn the transform off, hit the question mark, and see. Yeah, perfect. And I did not realize that it would do that. In the color tab, I know for a fact because I've done it, and I used to get so frustrated, and I've probably mentioned that from time to time, that you have to redo that. So that is how all of this came to be. Now, if I wanted to bring Steve Martin back into the picture, that one I just did, I don't know where I would put him, but it's this one here.
John Williams said, "I almost believe you. Lol."
Oh, it's true. It's true. So if we bring this over here, and let's say we want to put, I don't even know what this is. Oh, I think it's the thank you. And we come right here. Now we have that, and we can come in here and mess with this one. And it doesn't really matter which one I use, except I don't want to do that. I want to put that back. Oh, it's because it's unlinked. So when I double click zoom, it made it as full size. And I had to make some changes width wise, not height wise, but when the chain is connected, what you make does both height and width, or X and Y, however you want to look at it. So let's make him about that size. Let's grab this. Let's put this up here because that looks about better than that. And I'm not a professional. I just go with what I think is looking good. And then if we hit the question mark.
I had a show about this.
You did your best, Dwayne. What's money anyway?
Now I could go in there, and if I don't want the audio track for that, which I don't really want it, then you unlink it here so that you can move just the audio track. Now I know they both moved, and that's fine. It shouldn't have done that. Yeah, sometimes this works, sometimes it don't work. And I don't know if it's me or the program. So they're still moving together. They shouldn't be because they're unlinked. I'm going to relink them. Yeah, now they work. So now I'm going to try highlighting this. unlinking it. Yep. I know it works because I got rid of a lot of audio over there. So that's it. It's pretty simple, and I really enjoy doing this. Any questions? The chain means right. The chain link. When you lock it, that means everything is going to be whatever you move on X is going to move on Y. Whereas if you, boy, that's not disturbing or anything, is it? Whereas if you unlink it, oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I know what I was doing wrong. Whereas if you unlink it, then you can really get the aspect ratio, Doug, out of whack. What an effect this might be. Hey, man, I can't remember what that pill was I took, but is it just me, or does Steve Martin look like he's wobbly? Now to get that back, lock it, zoom, you're good to go. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was using the wrong one. I want to unchain it here. So we're going to move this one over here. We're going to unchain it here. We're going to click away. Then we're going to move the audio. I don't want the audio. Now I'm going to reconnect. I'm going to delete this because I don't want that audio. I knew it was a link somewhere, but I'm going to reconnect it so that way if I move this, then it moves the audio with it as well. Yes, I get confused and I don't know what I'm doing. So I've actually thought about looking for some AI for specific people's voices, but then I have to put in a description that I've used AI, yada, 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 and I don't know that I really want to do that. So let's go back to OBS for a moment so we can end this debacle. Go back to the main Zoom, which is going to show, no matter that I'm seeing DaVinci Resolve, you're going to see the main Zoom. And you can't see Zoom because it's minimized. Again, I don't know why it got minimized, but it did. Hello, Rich. Good to see you. And you're not blinking out. You're not doing the Bill thing like you were last night. Could you hear me this morning when you came back in?
Yeah, and
There's no answers on the ceiling. I know this because my Taiwanese wife tells me all the time, stop looking at the ceiling. What's that?
yeah, I tried to do something, and at the same time, I think you left.
I did. I said, if you can hear me, I'm going to bed. It was a little after 4, and I knew I was going to get up about 10:30.
I think yeah, something happened with the sound. I had to do something with the sound, I think. And as soon as I clicked on it to do it, you left, and it was like, okay.
My mic volume in Zoom is low. It can't be low. I haven't changed anything from last night. Last night, if Zoom was fine, it's got to be good now. Or does it? All right, let's go. We're going to go into a little bit of Doug Stout, Ken Betts overtime here. Audio is not. What about now? How does the audio sound now in YouTube, on YouTube? Is that better? Crank up. It's not the Yeti. The Yeti was fine. How is the audio now? Better now. That's because I'm surprised there's not an echo. Okay? I really am surprised there's not an echo because I'm running too much. That's all, folks. I'm running echo. Exactly. There should be an echo. There should be an echo. Let's go see if I can fix said echo. Like I know what I'm doing. What about now? Did the echo go away? Brian says echo. John says slight echo. What about now? Is there an echo now? Yes, there's an echo now. Better now. Okay, so I got yes, there's an echo, and better. It's either a yes, or you can use the Taiwanese wife's version of no, and that's fine with me. So
If there's no echo, put a 2 in chat. Or better yet, put a pi in chat. Can you hear the neighbor's dog barking and howling? That's my sign to end this. 2222222. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Now, can Mrs. K do an exclamation? I don't think she can. No, I'm the only one that can. And I do intend to get with Sam on that and get that worked out. The reason for that is the way that we have this set up is, oh, I need to go. I'm going to test this. Well, he just howling away. Any echo I'm hearing is just normal. Hello, Danielle. Danielle Emberly joins us over in chat, and I know who Danielle is, so we will make her a moderator in case she wants to post any links to her channel or anyone else's channel. There was an echo, and I could make it echo by bringing the Yeti back in, because that way there's two sources of microphone, the Yeti and the earbuds. And when that happens, then there's got to be an echo. So let's go ahead and end this. Danielle, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Brian, John, Tony, Long Dog was here. Just to let you know that he's here. Well, thank you. Ghetto was here. Tony Wallow was here. Jeff Ryman was here. Official Tim Cruz, Bobby Warren were here. Darren Gilholm was here. So let's go ahead and end this. There will be a show tonight. Debating on tonight's show as to what time, because there's nothing new on CBS. I don't, believe it or not, as big as a Beatles fan as I am, and I am a big Beatles fan, I am not going to watch the Ringo and Friends with Paul McCartney show tonight. I know, shocking. So let's go ahead and do this. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Zoom is running if you want to join us on Zoom. I always watch my spelling, syntax. Yeah, I don't. I went to Eminence High School in Indiana. Ain't that a hoot? Now, there are a few of us who will know what that's all about. Exclamation X with the slash mark does not work anymore. Fat fingers. You know, one must laugh at oneself from time to time. Here we go with Kind Words by Ken Stout. Ken Handy, as I look in the mirror and go, you're great. You're wonderful. You're a kind person. All lies. Oh my gosh.
Ken Stout Live said goodbye, Ken.
Yeah, see, I figured out was half of these people were not in chat today. Oh yeah, they were. There's official. It did pick up. It added from last night. And was Susanna Morgan in today's? No, she was not. I know that because it's middle of the afternoon in the Philippines. So I'm glancing through there. I don't see anything. I don't. Let's go ahead and end this by bringing Zoom back with the exclamation V, which is not a 1V, Doug. It's exclamation. And please don't misunderstand me. I'm not picking on Doug. Doug and I have a very good, let's poke fun at one another relationship. Why am I listening twice? Why am I listening? Listed. Why am I listed? That's because I did not clear the names from the text file last night. The help around here is horrible. Anyone else being harassed by Google Ads? Because actually, uBlock Origin, and I'll probably catch hell for this, but my uBlock Origin is still working. All I did was disabled it, turned it off, turned it back on. I did not delete it and try to reinstall it. I just disabled it and turned it off. Now, it's been working really good up until, I think last night I caught an ad somewhere where I normally don't catch an ad. Does this guy know what he's doing? Oh, gosh, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I sound a little bit like you know who out of you know where. I know right where that's at. And Tim and I have a good relationship too. So, I'd be a very boring person if I weren't the way. Right. There you go. Brian said it much better than I did. I don't use the Edge. Microsoft Edge. Oh, Long Dog. Oh my gosh, that'll get you kicked out of here so quick. Ask Ghetto how I feel about the Edge. Next time you talk to Ghetto, ask Josh Ghetto Kinder how I feel about the Edge. I will tell you it's not kind. I'm gonna end. I'm gonna end this show now. I already played the thing, so see ya. Thank you guys. You want to join us on? You know the deal. How do I feel? How much time have we got? Bye, guys. Trying to figure out how to end this silly show. Oh, by the way, what time should I do my stream tonight? 10 or 11? Or 9? NCIS is not on tonight. It's Ringo and Friends for 2 hours and then a repeat. 11:04. I'm gonna get a little bit of grief over that. I can see that now. 7 o'clock California time would be 10 o'clock mine. I do not have the pig, and I don't recall my commands. No, it's not CD. All right, me and the keyboard. I'm out of here. I got a client, or I am a client. Is it? I got a client, or I am a client. See you guys tonight. Thank you.